everybody. I'm Larry Ridley and on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. Be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Trevor Siemian's Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
1 second. Just gonna reorder the depth chart. All right, let's go.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Green, the tight end, in motion. On second down, Anderson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
Off the play fake to Charles. This is Siemian. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going to go. It's Siemian escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Haloti Ngata with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
It turned this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Domata Peko with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and long, it's Stafford. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Here's Abdullah. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. The guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now it's Simeon off the bootleg, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go, and that's caught inside the 30.
Like that IV. AV.
Jamal Charles, 67 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
First down at Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Abdullah. They find some open field here. Amir Abdullah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah, 48 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, Simeon flushed out right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Sanders in motion right. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. We haven't seen much from him running the football.
We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Eluding the pressure right. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Oh, now he bowls him over. Yeah, all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 53 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize. And so
now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So out now come the Lions. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year for just 357 yards. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The second down run for Abdullah. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a give running left with Anderson. Gets past one man. And now running right through it. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The tight end in motion right. Simeon on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Getting the call is Anderson running left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First and 10, Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Chris Harris got the ball, and
that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Sanders in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. After the interception, here's Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Detroit! Set! Blue landed! Gun!
Here's Simeon now on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Oh, bullshit, pancake thing. He committed to the pass.
Brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go!
They run again on first down. Anderson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 10 here.
Leopard! Now let's go! Blue landed! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go, 56! Green, 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Charles getting the handoff from Simeon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And McManus able to put it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now he's forced out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's
too much, AB.
And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the break. Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this one is incomplete. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Stafford here. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He will bring this all the way back out to
that boy
midfield.
killing you out there.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense showing blitz.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check 9, check 9. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Check, check.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give them a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. This is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here we go now.
Sanders in motion right. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch it now, boy. Here we go. 319. 319. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They give it to Anderson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Welcome back now to Denver. Sanders in motion right. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down at Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe.
They start the drive with Anderson. Looking for a crease. Ten yards still left on second down. And the play clock's running down. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Stop here after the run on second down.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! Over! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock winding down. Now Jamal Charles on third down. Room here to run. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Brandon with it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
No, check. No, check, Patriots.
Now a run with Anderson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start the drive with a duel. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home.
One's goal, win all of your home.
La música.